What's up, world? Hey, welcome back to another Tent Talk with Cause and Nurture.
We're here today to speak about
Being natural. Yes.
Accepting nature.
Just accepting it, man.
Accepting who we naturally are, what naturally is in life. And we came to this discussion because I had a friend of mine post something who was reposting something that said it's time to bring the body hair back, and I was like, yeah, and my friend said, yuck, and I've been there. I completely understand why, we've just gotten so unnatural culturally, and we're used to shaving, we're used to doing certain things, not having bugs in the house, not having certain nature around or on us, so we start thinking certain ways that kind of go into this other unnatural form of thought, frame of living, and so I'm all for the body hair because it's what gets us back to feeling free and accepting who we are, and like this is our natural being, and not hiding who we are, not hiding what naturally occurs for a human being, who and which we are.
And everything is just so reflective, the outside, what's happening outside is just a reflective journey of what's happening inside. And as I started to wake up, become more conscious to myself and like my environment, I started realizing that some things are just happening whether I like them or not. I was programmed since the first little hair got underneath my arm. I was taught to shave, and I was doing that for a long time, all areas of my being, and I wanted to see that reflected in my mate, within other people. Like if you a girl, you better not have no body hair. What you mean? Your legs, your underarms, your vagina, any of that. What are you talking about? And this is a kid. So as I started to wake up to just being more natural, before it was me cutting my body hair, it was just like the razors, the bumps, the suffering that so many females go through to be beautiful. And it was like I was dealing with that too. Every 3 days I'm shaving, and then certain things are starting to get irritated. So once I just fell back from that, my hair started to grow. And at first I did not like the sight of it because I wasn't conditioned to see it anymore. You know what I mean? I was conditioned to be a certain way. And so I just had to accept, and that was my main point of this, is just saying I had to accept so many different things, not just the underarm hair that was coming out of my own body, but just so many things in life. And if you can't accept the simple hair that God literally designed to come out of your underarm, what else aren't you accepting in your life, for real? But it's a tough one because the world judge you. I remember, y'all, straight up, I remember first trying to come into this whole natural thing, and I remember wanting to wear a shirt like this in Atlanta, and actually being nervous and a bit embarrassed because people were looking at my underarm hair and, from my perception, judging me. And because I was still judging myself, people actually were saying things to me. You know what I mean? I don't like this, I don't like that. I was being met with so much resistance, and I don't even get that in my life now because I don't care and I accept myself. You dig?
Yes. So when you truly accept internally, all will show externally.
Yep.
But it's reflective. Hard because once you've already programmed yourself to be a certain way, yes, your external is almost expecting you to be that way. You start growing your hair, they're like, what the hell? I was like, what the hell? What you mean you growing hair? This is what we're doing now?
Yep.
And it's okay because it just feels right.
This is a shift because she was used to me in a certain way, and that was tough when your own mate is like, I don't like what you're doing now, and you like, well, where do we go from here? You know what I mean? Because this is who I really am. I've been hiding myself for you, legit for 8 to 10 years. I'm shaving, I'm becoming this different person, but yo, baby, it's who I am, baby.
And that's really all it is. It's shocking because we have lived a certain way for so long, and now it's now you want to do this. It's shocking because we're used to singing like that. But it's not like I went out and bought this and put it on and was okay, today, this is today, but it's nothing wrong with that. We all at our different levels, you know what I mean? It's no judgment. It's just really accepting whoever somebody is in that moment because in that moment they're in their natural being. However that is. You're in your natural being, you know, until that changes. You want to start wearing body hair, then you want to start being yourself, then you want to be accepted as that, you know, from other people. And it's just by accepting yourself. Just accepting, like, this is the change that I'm making, and everything around me is going to accept that, because this is what nature is, and it's just not like nature. Something grows. I mean, we're accepting that this is just what it is. And
those pieces of you that aren't accepting, they just don't serve you anymore. They aren't at the same frequency of acceptance as you are. You know what I mean? So you're going to start to attract new beings that accept you for who you are, and that new beings who accept themselves. Because we can only be loved by people as much as they love themselves. So we don't even want people around that's not loving themselves unconditionally, because it's like, you can only give me that half-ass love as well, you know what I mean?
Because really, what does change?
Right.
Besides some damn hair on my arms, on my legs, on my, you know.
I'm the same person.
I'm literally the same.
Greater, really, because now I'm accepting myself.
And it's your whole self, accepting all of you, not accepting just a piece of you. Like, nature looks real good. It's real nice, right? But it's like, but it comes with bugs, and it comes with like shit, your dirty feet and like things like that. And it's nothing, that's nature. It's actually lovely, you know, to see these bugs, to see this life, to put your feet on the ground, in the ground. Like, it feels good to accept your body hair and let your body just do what it does. Like, instead of always trying to fix it to be a certain way, you know? But, yeah, it's just levels to accepting nature, and, you know, whether or not you're trimming your bushes or letting them run wild, you know, it's just your level of accepting and your level of what nature is for you, you know, and that's okay, too.
And for real, acceptance means to trust. Like, you got to trust that, like, everything's perfect. Like, God designed everything perfect. You designed everything perfect. Like, the fact that she's saying, if I put my bare foot on the ground, which is a natural act, instead of seeing it dirty, I could see it for the healing properties that it's actually giving me. Like, simply just walking on the ground with no shoes can heal you. Like, literally science has proven it. It's healed so many people. Lowered blood pressures and, I mean, oh my goodness. You know what I mean? Grounding, like, Google it, research it.
And it's getting back to the basics, because it's like, stop thinking that we're doing so much to evolve. Like, the evolvement is already taking place. Like, we are already magical beings. Like, this is a shoe. This is a shoe. You talking about shoes, like, your shoes already on, like your clothes. Like, we want to act like it's weird seeing somebody naked, but it's like, if you seen an animal walk past in a shirt, that's weird. You know what I mean? That's weird. So, of course, you see me without clothes, that's weird to you. But it's really like, it's nature. What's really natural is, like, we have our natural flesh, our suit. We have our shoes, our feet to walk. Like, we don't need nothing, you know? You don't need to shave. There's no purpose in that. Everything that was made of nature is perfect, and it has a purpose, actually, you know? And it's not for us to figure out. It just is, you know? And, yeah, it just feels good when you get back to the basics, not caring so much, worrying so much about how you look. Like, you're perfect. You look beautiful exactly how you are. Like, no matter what happens in your life, like, you're beautiful as fuck. Like, because it doesn't come from the outside, it comes from inside. Like, true acceptance of who the fuck you are, you know, of who you come out to be. Like,
And that type of truth, you living your truth, like, organically on all levels, like, you gonna attract people who's, like, loving you for you. You want that. That is so important.
And that's real.
A lot of people wondering why they ain't got relationships, why they ain't got this and that. But at the end of the day, you're not loving yourself fully like you had.
Yeah,
and,
you're not being your complete
and
self.
you
to
don't
even
want
attract.
the people that want you for the fake you. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
if I gotta put on some type of, like, weave or, like, do my hair to feel good, then I go out and I attract someone who likes this. But what happens when, like, this falls off and, like, I don't have
my hair grows
what you liked? Like, do you still like me? And it's like,
do you still
it don't
love me?
matter if they still love you, because you gotta love you. Ain't nobody gonna ever love you for your natural hair if you don't love your natural hair. And I'm telling you, like, sometimes it be a little hard when you climbing up. When we dug our holes so deep, like, when you're trying to climb back up, it be a little tough, but at the end of the day, just keep going. Y'all, look at my hair, God. Like, I remember when I cut it, I had little bitty locks. I remember people were judging me, my own family looking at me like I was crazy. Like, what did you do to your hair? And now it's like, oh, your hair's so long and it's so beautiful. But it's like, I had to keep loving me and accepting what was happening naturally. You know what I mean? Without trying to hide myself, to be this certain image, to be accepted. Like, no, I accept myself. You know what I mean? So
right now,
right now.
I accept myself right now. I
Yep.
accept nature right now. Like,
And I accept you. Like, if there's no one in your life telling you that you're beautiful just how you are, like, we are. We accept you, God.
Yep.
We accept you for everything you are and everything that you ain't.
Yes.
For real.
Yeah. Because it's not one way, you know. It's
Mhm.
just love yourself more. Accept your nature more.
More and more.
Because we're going to be sitting here with ourselves for however long. So it's like you got to love it. You got to love what comes of this.
Yep.
It's not any moment where you can be repulsed by yourself or, you know, it's just like, love it. Whatever it
Yep.
is. Love that shit.
Whatever's happening, man.
Love what comes out of you. Love what spirit expresses through you.
Yep. All right, y'all. It's another tent talk with the Holy Haven on being more natural, on being more accepting, always being more loving.
Love y'all. It's all
That's all, world.
Greatness is all aligned. I want your body and spirit. We laying down the mind. Cause it's who we are. Love this, love this, love this. Who